I get this question a lot about, do you have any tips, Iskall? It happens almost every day. Do you have any tips, Iskall? Not so much maybe lately, but I've got it a lot of times, and also lately. Do you have any tips, Iskall? I'm an aspiring, that's usually how they call themselves. I'm an aspiring YouTuber. The first time I got one of these messages, I had to look up what aspiring meant. But yeah, I'm an aspiring YouTuber. How do I become popular? And I think I want to talk about this for a little bit, because I think this is something that the world has turned into. Everyone and their mother, their brother, their father is, you know, a TikToker or influencer somehow. They have their little stream with their audience. They have, you know, their TikTok channel, whatever. It's become something that a lot of people seem to think like that is the way of life. And I get it. It's because there are people like me. There are people like me that sit here and do YouTube videos for a living. And sometimes people will live vicariously through people like me, right? And so a lot of people aspire to become a YouTuber. But when the question is, when you have to ask, do you have any tips? I think that my tip is, and I've said this before, but if you want to do anything in life, anything at all, if you want to become a YouTuber, or you want to become a racing driver, or you want to become a hockey player, or you want to become whatever it is, a police officer, a nurse, you have to have the passion, man. And I understand that not all jobs you don't have the ability to get a job where you necessarily have the passion. And I understand that it can be daring to think that, okay, if I'm not passionate about this, I'm not going to do as well. Or maybe the answer would be from the aspiring YouTuber, well, I am passionate, but I still only have 10 viewers, or whatever it is, or 2 viewers, my brother and my mother. But what I mean by that is that if you don't go all in, if you don't own what you want to do, if you don't feel like this is it, like this is what I love this so much, then I don't think there's any chance to get successful unless you get successful off of someone else's passion. And a lot of people do this. A lot of people manage to get an audience in an influencer base or something else based off someone else's passion. And that's not going to be sustainable. That's not something that you can sustain. Because at the end of the day, if you want to influence people and be a force in life, you have to have something that's you. You can't just be an echo chamber, I think. And then the other thing is, if you want to become a YouTuber or influencer these days, you got to try and have something that's you, that's unique. You got to have to try and think of something that you do better than anyone else. Right? Because, well, otherwise, what's the point? I think. But most importantly is my advice, is this. I believe that social media in general has a very negative impact on the world. And I think that everyone needs to, like, take a break, stop doom scrolling, stop and think. I think that social media becomes this glue in your head, and you're presented with these weird videos that you would never watch, specifically if you scroll TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Like, what is with the dance videos with the clapping and then some text on the screen? When I was 15 years old, I fell in love. And now I'm a dancer. I don't know what that is. But there's a lot of this put thoughts in people's brain. And I think that it's detrimental to humanity itself. I think that it's dangerous. And I think that it's, over time, I think that it's going to become just worse and worse. And this is the reason I think that people get, I don't want to use the word more sensitive, but people get offended way easier. Things that are of human nature seem to be now, you know, terrible because it's not as fluffy and pink as it is in the 1 minute short content, or as it is in this YouTube video about this van life couple. But you don't see all the other things. You don't see all the behinds and the scripts and the fakeness and all of that. It's not like that. But because your brain is so exposed to this, it becomes a thing. Then the other thing is, I think that people have to understand that there is always, almost always, value in most people. What I mean by this is, human beings have value. And maybe if you're an aspiring YouTuber, maybe you just don't know what your value is. But there is value in you. And when I said bring out something unique, it's probably that valuable thing with you. It's probably the unique thing that you should add to your content if you're starting to become an influencer. Like, it could be value in your art, things that you produce, or and what that gives. Like in my case, for example, Vault Hunters has obviously given value to people because there are so many people playing it, or there were so many people playing it. You just gotta find that angle. But I think most importantly is, we live in this day and age, and I think a lot of you guys know this already, but we gotta allow ourselves to not be so mega influenced by all of these videos. If this becomes a video, this is one of them, right? But there are so many podcasts, so many experts, so many Mr. Knows. So it's almost like we forget the basics in life. We forget to treat each other with respect and love and care. We forget what's important and what's not. We forget that the scales of terror is important. The scale of negativity is important. I don't know. It's an interesting topic. And so my final advice, if you're an aspiring YouTuber, stop being an aspiring YouTuber. Do what you love. Do it well. Own it. And every day when you wake up and you want to do your YouTube content or video or whatever, you got to think like, how can I make... what's the best I can do that I still love? That doesn't make me stress out and worry and stuff like this. I have a friend, actually. Yeah. I have a friend who's an aspiring YouTuber, who is looking at making it big on YouTube, outside gaming. Like, she does some other things, and what she does is she looks at how others do things, and then she does that. And sure, it's good to get inspiration and ideas from others that knows what they're doing, but it's not gonna make you any different from them. So why should anyone pick you? So you gotta find that unique niche, I think. I don't know. Anyway, get off social media doom scrolling. And if you're a parent, my goodness, do not allow kids under 18 to be on YouTube or Reddit or TikTok. Get them out of there. Don't trick yourself into thinking this was a great way to get some free time. Let the kids sit there on their iPad and scroll on TikTok, even if they're 17. No, what are you doing? Their brain is melting and they're becoming someone that you didn't raise. Anyway. Let's move on. I don't know why I went on this discussion. Hopefully some people enjoyed it. Honestly, thanks for the advice. I wanted to get into streaming, but I haven't really know how to go about it. Okay, well, there's a good thing, Trash Panda. Just bloody do it. Yeah, just bloody do it. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I started YouTube 2011 or 2006. I had my first video, but 2011 when I started, I didn't start. I was like, I'm gonna post a video because it was fun making this video. I enjoyed it. It was shit. It's absolutely garbage. It's still there. It's so terrible. My microphone is garbage, everything like that. But then I kept doing it because I loved it, not because of views. I didn't look at how my videos did. I looked for comments because I tried to interact with comments, and in the first like half year I got no comments. But stop chasing this idea of a one-hit wonder and then try and build something off of that. It's like 0.000000001% that get that one viral video that makes them take off. And even if they do, that might be the only video that people ever see. So do it only because you want to do it. And if you want to stream, if you're a gamer sitting and you're lonely, you know, in the afternoon or in the evening, like I wouldn't say lonely, but like, you know, just do it, man. Yeah, no, just do it. It's fine. Doesn't matter if you have any viewers. Not to begin with. And maybe don't have it as a career goal, because there's no YouTube school or anything like that. And I don't know if there ever will be. If so, I don't know what I'm talking about anyway.